What's up guys, it's Cigar Carpenter Mike. Today I will be reviewing the Crowned Heads Mil Diaz. I have it in the 6x54 Sublime size. I have had this cigar many times, but I think I've only had a few since they put the footband on it. I think 2020 and maybe 2021 they didn't have the footband on them, but this one is a very recent release. It's a 6x54 Sublime size. It's like $11 to $12. It features a Ecuadorian habano wrapper over a Nicaraguan binder and fillers from Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Peru. It's made at the Tabacalera Pichardo. It's called like Nisca in Esteli, Nicaragua. This is the same place they make like the Mil Diaz Maduro and the Juarez. I very recently filmed the Mil Diaz Maduro review. My plan is to release the videos close in date, so I think I'm gonna do the Maduro one first, since that's more exciting for people or whatever. Because it's new and this is old, I guess. I have a few of these sitting around that are footbandless, the older ones, and I really enjoy smoking those. So we'll see if they're still good, basically. Right off the bat, the draw is like pretty nutty. Pretty nutty, maybe a little bit of cedar, a little bit of funkiness. The retro's got a little bit of a bite to it, a little bit of pepper. Maybe a faint bit of that nuttiness too, maybe some florality. That retro got me as far as a bite goes. Decent amount of pepper hitting there. Finish is more nuttiness and maybe some florality. I'll burn through the first third and check back in with a little bit more descriptive notes. Getting to the end of the first third of this Crowned Heads Mil Diaz. The draw has like a nutty cedar, and then there's like a slightly funky earthy note to it, along with some citrus. It's actually a pretty complex draw on it. The retro has like a creamy florality with some moderate pepper, and then there's like a sweet nuttiness left on the palate if you blow that whole retro out. And then on the finish, there's like a nice creamy cashew note with a light caramel sweetness. And left on the palate for the long finish is like a cinnamon-like spice with some faint coffee. So far, it's a very good cigar. So unless it falls apart in the last 2/3, turns out I still like them. I'll check back in after the second third. All right, getting to the end of the second third of this Mil Diaz. The smoke texture still continues to be really creamy. On the draw, there's a like toasty, deep cedar note with some pepper and a little bit of earthiness. On the retro, there's more of that florality, and then there's some of that cinnamon from the finish on the first third, is how the spice is presenting on the retro. And then once you blow that whole retro out your nose, there's a like creamy feeling left on the palate and some citrus notes. And sometimes, I don't know what it is, on some retros, it's creamy, and then on some retros, it's like a little bit drier, or a little bit of dryness left in my mouth, which makes that kind of creaminess present as like chalkiness. It's not bad though, it's enjoyable. It's kind of interesting how it's switching it up. And then on the finish, there's more of that like delicious nuttiness that's been present in the cigar so far. And then there's a creamy citrus note. And then on like, occasionally on the long finish, I get like little wisps of like an anise-like flavor. Continues to be a pretty complex, really tasty cigar. So I will burn through the final third and check back in with a summary. All right, and getting to the end of the final third of this Mil Diaz by Crowned Heads. The draw has like a deep cashew with musty earthiness. And then there's some cedar spice on the palate if you hold the draw in for a little while. The retro, the main note is pepper, but it's like a crisp, clean, like white pepper. There's no real earthiness to it. It's just the white pepper spice. And there's floral cedar along with that primary note of white pepper. On the finish, there's more cashew, and it's got like a nice toasty quality to it now. And there's kind of like a dark caramel note. Not particularly sweet, but it's like a real dark caramel note. And then on the long finish, there's cedar with some pepper that's kind of biting at the back of the throat. Overall, I really like the original Crowned Heads Mil Diaz. It's a great cigar. It's not too in your face with one note over another. It's decently complex. It's got a nice creamy smoke texture. They're pretty affordable. They're pretty easy to find. It's a lot of Crowned Heads offerings are a little bit more in your face, which I enjoy quite a bit of John Huber's library of cigars he's created. But this one's different, and I enjoy it for being different. Not just because it's different, it's very tasty too. But if you haven't tried out one of these, I know the Mil Diaz Maduro is like the big thing right now. But if you haven't tried out the original Mil Diaz, definitely at least grab one and try it out. Like I said, I really enjoy it. That's about all I got on this one. Don't forget to check out Cigars Unbanded. It's our Thursday night live stream. It's on around 8:15 Central. We send each other unbanded cigars, and we talk about what we're getting from them, and then we give it a rating, and then we are revealed what the cigar is. It's a fun time. Chat's always popping off. You should check it out. There'll be a subscribe button for that, and this channel up in this corner. There'll be a link to another video over here, probably the Mil Diaz Maduro, and some sort of playlist down here. As always, thanks for watching.